Hi, I'm Heather Scott. My student number is 176-43146, and in this video I'm going to be talking about critiquing my use of evidence-based practice to guide clinical reasoning, my clinical reasoning. So a bit of background, I'm going to talk about a situation with a woman who we'll call Lucy. So my partner and I had conducted an initial interview with her and then decided that we would complete an activity card sort with her the next week, but we would do it informally. And this would help us identify her interests, such as doing puzzles, dancing, and playing board games. So when deciding on completing the activity card sort, I didn't realise it, but I was using the 4 pillars of evidence to support my clinical reasoning, so I'll just go through them quickly. As part of the practice context, the activity card sort was available to us from the resource library, so that's probably the main reason we chose it, is because we had access to it. Along with this, it was easily implemented, easily done in the context of the residential home. We could do it in Lucy's room with her quite easily. And we decided to do it informally because of time constraints. We only have 75 hours at this placement and we have 3 other residents, so we thought if we remove certain cards from the activity card sort, it would make it quicker and we could get to the point with the more relevant cards. So as part of my clinical experience, I've never used the activity card sort before, but a lot of people at uni were using it and said that it was quite easy to implement. So my partner and I thought that we would also give it a try, and seeing as it was simple, it wouldn't take us much time to learn how to do it. We could just get straight in there and complete it with Lucy. I also thought, because there was pictures alongside the words with the activity card sort, it can be helpful for certain people in remembering, things about their life, because some people are more visual learners than word learners. And so I thought this would be good to prompt the conversation a bit better than just us naming categories to her. So another pillar is the client's values and goals. So Lucy had mentioned some of the activities in the card sort, such as playing tennis in our initial interview, and so we thought some of the other cards would definitely be something that she could be interested in, and that's why we chose to do the activity card sort. We also thought that it would help us to delve deeper into these occupations or activities that she'd mentioned, and then of course it would help us to identify ones that she hadn't thought of off the top of her head previously. As Lucy had told us she enjoyed having a chat, this is probably another one of the main reasons we decided to do it informally, is that we could just use the cards to guide our conversation and then really actually just have a chat to Lucy, which is what she enjoys. And therefore it's less official and it's less stressful as well, so it's better for us building rapport with her as well. Considering scientific evidence, I didn't actually check this. I kind of just thought, because everyone else at uni was using it and we'd heard about it, that it must be good. So reflecting on that, it definitely would have been good for me just to do a quick search of the literature to see if the activity card sort is definitely still seen as a relevant and valid assessment. But seeing as we're just using as a guide, we kind of decided it didn't really matter if it was 100% reliable, because we just wanted to use it to get information about Lucy's interests, basically. So other than the fact that I didn't use scientific evidence, I do think my clinical reasoning was quite good. Like, I did consider the three other areas quite well. However, I don't think I consciously considered the areas like that when I actually made the decision. I just kind of thought about some things and thought, yep, that's a good enough reason. So what I learned is that I do have the evidence to support my clinical reasoning, but I just haven't really realised it yet. And I think clinical reasoning professionally is really, really important, because you need evidence to support what we're doing. And I mean, that's part of the reason we go to uni, because occupational therapy is meant to be seen as a science. So you therefore need to have some sort of scientific evidence to support what you're saying. And I think that's going to be particularly important as a student, and especially as a new grad, because we don't have the clinical experience at this point to be able to say that we know from our own experiences, so we really need to check the literature to ensure that we are on the right track. So therefore, the things that I would do differently and in the future, I think I definitely should consider the 4 pillars of evidence when making decisions, consciously consider them, and this will make sure that I am sure that I'm making a good decision. I haven't just decided. And I think I especially need to focus on scientific evidence. As I mentioned, as a student, I think that's going to be really important, having evidence to back up what I think is right. So they're the main 2 things I would do, and I'll put the specific actions in the document under the link. Thank you.